this is my actual haven't really done live that had in a tutorial. I know I went live a few days ago or maybe a few weeks ago where I had my my show, my craft show that I did. I did that live, so I know it was fun. So you guys have to forgive me if I mess up or something over here. So I wanted to because I wanted to show you how easy it is to do chalk couture. Um, if you don't know what chalk couture is, you will know. You will know as soon as I start the project because it's a ton of fun. Um, so I'm gonna start with these little ornaments, circle ornaments that I've got from Michael's. I just recently got this. Um, See, I can't see who's in here, but I know there's one person. So hi, hi, one person. But this is also going to be on my let's see, my YouTube channel. So you everyone can my viewers can watch it anytime, and it'll be as it will be up there. So I have these little ornaments that I got from Michael's, and I didn't see them in white. So I wanted to get them and color them white. So now you're like, how did you do that? Well, with the chalk couture paste. So this is their chalk couture paste. So it is a chalk paint. It actually says it over here. So, hi, Barnyard Chicken. Hello, Barnyard Chicken. So this is a Chalkology paste, and it's from Chalk Couture. It's a washable paste, and can make it permanent if you seal it. Like if I were to put a sealant over this, like any kind of spray sealant or any kind of sealant, it will be permanent. So usually what I do that first, so I do seal it. But to paint it, all I did was I have this little handy dandy little container that I reuse from uh, probably Peaches. Yeah, Peaches. So I take some of my Chalkology, and look, I have used this like crazy. So I'm gonna take some of and it smells so good, guys. It smells amazing. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this Chalkology paste. I'm gonna put it right in my bowl here, and a little bit of water. It's just a water bottle I already had. And it's okay if you already have paint in it because it's all gonna mix together and it will come back to a painting consistency. So I'm just gonna mix all this paint up. This is kind of nice because this is what I like about it is it's not like it's wasted if you let your brush like I did over here just dry, because all you have to do is put some water and it comes back to whatever consistency you want it. So if you wanted runnier, you put some more water. If you wanted less runny, you put less water. So anything that you want it to be, it. So I put a little extra water here. I see. So by a little extra, I mean a lot extra. So all I'm gonna do is get a little bit more paste. Just get a little bit more. Don't need a whole lot either, so that's kind of cool too. And if you guys were here to smell this thing, I don't know what it is about this paste. I love the smell of it. I don't know what kind of um, ingredient they use, but it's so nice to me. I love it. Especially when you open a new bottle of the chalk paste. It's really nice. Let's mix it up. So mixed it. So what happens if you put more water and have less chalk, you're gonna get less coverage. So if you want a more coverage on your item, you're gonna want more paste, because the paste is where the pigment is, right? So if you put more of the paste, the more pigment you get, so the better coverage you will get. And I have tried with just acrylic paint versus this paint, and this paint just has so much better coverage. So I have done these with acrylic paint on it, and I just like the Chalk Couture paste to color my ornaments so much better because of its coverage. It's just, it really does cover everything really, really well. I have some stuck over here that I need to get off. So if you guys have any questions, for those who are in here, if you have any questions, let me know. And if you are watching this on replay, make sure to leave me a comment with any questions you have, and I will try my best to answer them. So I think I got a good, ooh, I got it all over now. Look, you know what? All I'm gonna do is get it from here. Or you can get a baby wipe and clean it off. See how easy that was? That's all it takes. Okay, so now I am gonna start painting with this. I think I have like extra on this. Okay, let's put that in there. Let's get some of this. I'm not gonna paint the whole thing because I went ahead and did that earlier, so I could just move along to the next step. But this is nice to mix with too, because now I can see it's getting much thicker. So if you have a brush you can mix with, it's nice as well. Okay, so I have this paint, and you are going to have to do a few coats of it, but look at how nicely it covers. Now with acrylic paint, I will tell you, when I did this I did not get this much coverage. I really didn't. And I don't know why I just didn't do it with this. I don't think I knew how well it would paint at that point, but the coverage is great. So I'm going to let this dry completely and do another coat of it. But since I have all this paint on this brush, I'm just going to go ahead and do this as well. Oops. And see how I got it all over my finger? All I do is take a baby wipe or anything and it just rubs off. It's neat, guys. It's really cool. I really am loving this new Chalk Couture. I thought I was one of those people who saw Chalk Couture and I didn't even want to watch the videos or anything because I was like, I don't need that. I can do that with other stuff. No, this is another level. This is really neat. So behind me, I have a little bit of a container that I put water, because what you're going to be doing, the whole thing about Chalk Couture is their stencils. Now this is not just any kind of stencil. This is very particular stencil because it's like screen printing. Because I will show you, this is a new one that I got. Let's see. Let's open it up. New. Let me show you. I think saying so, it just does not do this product justice, because it's not. It is literally a screen, a screen. So this is reusable. I'm going to show you. I'm going to try to show a little better if you can see it. I know it's so hard to see it, but it is a screen. It's awesome. It's really neat because these are reusable. So that's why I have my bucket full of water behind me, because I'm going to, as soon as I'm done with the stencil, I'm going to dip it in my water so I can reuse it next time. So and then I just once it's soaking for a little bit, like a few minutes, I just go and rinse it off with clean water and then let it air dry, and it's completely ready to use a second time. So let's get my scissors, because this particular stencil has all these little symbols and holiday messages. So I'm going to cut where you see these lines right here. Let's see. I'm going to cut right onto that line because that is where you cut it. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna cut all of it because I know I don't want to take too much of it all the time. So I'm gonna cut just this joy. Now, some people write on the back of this that it's the back. I didn't need to do that because one side is much more matte and the other side is much more glossy. So I kind of can tell which side to put my stencil back onto. So this is, let's see. Yeah, this is, you also feel it. It's much more, let's see, slippery. And this is not as slippery. So that's how I tell. And you can really tell in person as well. Like, see all that shine on this side? This is the side I put the sticky side back on. And this one is not shiny. So because this is a completely new stencil, I'm going to fuzz it up a little bit. So I have a shirt that I'm wearing, and this is what I do. It's best if you have a clean towel that you do this on, but full disclosure, I don't do that. I just do it with whatever I'm wearing. So I have a shirt on, and I'm just gonna put it right on my shirt, and just rub it on my shirt, and then peel it off just because it's really sticky when you get it first. So I'm going to do this a few times um, just so my paint doesn't stick to the stencil. And you want to be able to reuse the stencil as many times as you can. So you want it to not be so sticky where it peels off your paint, because then that may get stuck to your stencil, and you may not be able to reuse it as often or as many times as you would like, or as many times as I would like. I try to use these bad boys up like crazy. So these are reusable, so that means they're removable. So if you don't get it perfectly positioned on your ornament the first time, because you can lift it up and reposition it. So say I want it right there, but you know what? I don't like that position. So I lift it up just like that. Not easy peasy, right? And then I center it back up to where I think is centered. This is the best I can do. So I put it right on there. So now the stencil is on. And yeah, you still can't see the silk screen, but it is a silk screen, so you're gonna have to believe me on that. So let me get one of my, let's see, chalk paste. I think I'm gonna go with this one. It's let's see, the name is Peacock. It's peacock color chalk paste, and I kind of thought, joy with those little snowflakes would be pretty with. Let's do it. Um, let's see, I'm gonna get one of my little squeegee tools that comes with your kit, if you do kit, or you can use anything else that is flat like this. But I just wanted to get this. Okay, so you may want to mix it up because I had this for a little bit, just a tad bit. And you really, really don't need a whole lot of this, guys. You really don't. So I'm putting this much. That's not a whole lot. And I think I'm even putting too much on. So I'm going to put it right onto my stencil. Let's get it right. See how much extra I have? I don't know if you guys can tell. I have a lot of extra. I didn't really, you don't really need that much. So then once I'm done with doing that, I just scrape off all the extra and just put it right back into my bottle, because I can reuse that again later. A little bit more. Okay, now is the fun part. I love this part because this is where you reveal the magic. So I'm going to hold it up right here. Now you don't want to pull this up because it's let's say it's a screen. You don't want to pull up from one angle. You kind of want to take it from, let me see how I can do this. So you want to take it from not just one part. See how I'm just kind of moving it along, so I don't pull it from just one section. And look how cool that is. Like instant ornament. I mean, it is. It's not like an instant ornament. It is an instant ornament. I have it right there. And I use non-traditional colors because I know a lot of people like the black and white. So you could totally do that. But I wanted to show you guys multiple different colors that you don't always have. With a typical chalk look. So I'm going to put this in my water right now, face down. So where the ink is, I'm going to put this down onto my water so all that ink comes off. Let me get my water and put it in. And do that really quick. All right. So I have that in soaking in there, and remember to save this because you will need this. So you want to save this in a safe spot. I'm going to put this back because I wanted to also show you guys how it looks on black. So actually, let's do this. Let's do another one. Let's do the snowflake on with another. Let's see, no, on black. Let's do on black this time. Black and the teal. So we'll do that. I don't want to mess up my cutting. Sometimes you'll see me just go quiet. So I see this little small cut all the way. Let's do that. There you go.